Am I the asshole for how I responded to my ex and his affair partner about her infertility? My ex-husband, 40 male, cheated on me, 34 female, with a coworker, 36 female. Otherwise known as affair partner, I found out about the affair 3 years after it started. At the time, my husband and I had 3 very young children together. I kicked him out and filed for divorce. He moved in with his affair partner. They fought for full primary custody of the children in the divorce, using the 2-parent household as an excuse. They lost. Custody is shared and parenting time is 50-50. He married her before the ink was dry on our divorce papers. Things were, and on my end still are, very hostile. She didn't like that I wished for him to do the same to her. He didn't like that I told his family I tested for STDs after learning of his affair. The only reason I told his family is they wanted to know why I couldn't be friends for the kids' sake. I told them because before affair partner there was another coworker I now suspect he also had sex with, or wanted to at least, and because of those 2 things, I wanted to be sure he didn't give me anything. My ex told me it was petty and gross when he had 1 affair only, and it was only with 1 woman for 3 years. My ex and I use a co-parenting app for communication, and I ignore calls and texts. The times this gets tricky is face-to-face. I need to keep up some kind of civility if my kids might see us together, which is more difficult than some would believe. But I love my kids more than I hate him. Our kids are all school-age now and doing okay. They prefer my house and have a hard time being at their dad's house some weeks. I have them seeing a therapist to help them process, but I know none of this is ideal. My ex and his affair partner were warned about pressuring the kids to call her mom or mama something, which they were doing for a while, and this was backed up by the therapist. The kids don't like affair partner, and I celebrate that in my head every single day. You will never hear me say I'm sad they don't feel like they have 2 moms when she's supposed to be the second mom. I find her disgusting to think she can knowingly help destroy their parents' marriage and then try to make them hers. I do not share any of these feelings with my kids. But the kids know there are issues between mom and dad. They also have some understanding that their dad cheated. This was not something I told them, but how badly he tried to explain some things to them when they asked him questions. He doesn't believe in therapy, so there was no professional backup to help him. So anyway, around Halloween, my ex and the affair partner approached me at the school's Halloween event. Ex told me we needed to speak, and I told them unless it was about the kids, we did not. In a quieter moment, they caught me alone, and they told me that affair partner is infertile and cannot have biological children, and they have been trying for years. They told me it would mean so much if I would let go of my hate for them and be more kind to her and encouraging to her and the kids bonding so that she doesn't feel like an outsider forever. He told me her infertility was painful, and she loves our kids, and I have successfully stopped them bonding with her. But as someone who always wanted to be a mom and got to be, I should be compassionate. I asked them why they were telling me their own personal, private business that was nothing to do with me. My ex went from calm and pleading to pissed in seconds. He told me that was a disgusting reaction, and at the very least, I could have offered her my sympathies as my fellow co-parent and our kid's 3rd parent. I walked away because I did not want to discuss it or argue in case someone, especially our kids, heard. He then texted me several times that night asking where I get my disgusting insensitivity from. He also tried to bring it up at a meeting the 2 of us had with the school over one of our children, who was not present. I'm ignoring him, but he's enraged, and I had to send the text over to my attorney for documenting. I expected this to have blown over by now, and clearly it hasn't. For that reason alone, I wanted to check what other people thought of my response. Am I the asshole?